Like I said, I'm your host. My name is Ron Long. Please call me Ronnie. I don't Ronnie. Yeah, I don't like that. But we got a good show for you tonight. We got some funny guys here tonight. A lot of guys on the show I know personally. You're in for a treat. So I'm gonna set things off with this first guy coming up. So please welcome the comedy of Mr. Andrew Rogers. Show your love for Andrew Rogers, y'all.
Ron Long. Yeah. Thanks. Just a second here. DJ. All right. So, my first time. And thank you all for being here tonight. And boy, I got to tell you, my first time in front of a live audience, and I am having a little measure of performance anxiety, I'll be honest with you folks. And that reminds me of another first time that I had, and I've been desperately trying to forget for quite a few days now. And I think in the interest of making this a mutually satisfying experience for all of us, I think we just need to minimize our expectations a little bit, okay? And, you know, because we really don't want the embarrassment or the disappointment, or the deep emotional scars, and we certainly don't want to have to clean up a mess. So, but you do seem like a very warm and inviting and comfortable audience. I am going to call you an audience, because you're just a few seats short of a jury. And, but anyway, you do seem like a very warm and welcoming group. So I don't mind sharing with you that this morning I woke up with an epiphany. That's right, I rolled out of bed this morning with a full-on epiphany. And guys, I think we can agree that it's really hard to take a piss with one of those, isn't it? I mean, you gotta go and lean over, and sometimes you gotta press a little bit, and it burns, and you know, guidance control hasn't come online yet. It's a big mess. And ladies, maybe you can help straighten something out for me. Just what exactly is the correct position for the toilet seat? I mean, up or down, really. I lived with a woman for 3 years, and I swear this woman was changing the answer on me. It's what did us in, I'm convinced. And that's why if I ever do get married, the first thing I'm going to do is install a urinal. You know, I'm just going to alleviate that stress and give the relationship a fair chance, you know. I can't deal with stress. I had a very stressful situation before I got here tonight. I was watching an episode of HBO's Entourage, and I almost killed myself. That's right, I contemplated suicide. Have you ever seen this show? Yeah. It's basically, right, Entourage, great show, right? It's basically 4 jerk-offs in Hollywood, whining and complaining about having to bang an extra or some missing bag of weed. You know, I can really relate to these shitheads. You know, here I am. Larry would kill me for that, because this is supposed to be a clean show. But basically, here I am, you know, just getting back from the supermarket, having dragged a dirty bag of coins to the coin store, just so I can afford the Spider-Man Lunchables. And these guys are running around hobnobbing with the rich and famous and finger blasting the Pussycat Dolls. I mean, if that's the American dream, I am in the American coma. All right? And that's not why I watch TV. I watch TV to feel good about myself. You know, I want to feel lucky about my lot in life. You know, that's why I watch shows like Lost, because those schmucks are never getting off of that island. You know, Gilligan had a better chance of building a bamboo biplane and getting the castaways off to safety. You know, America's Original Castaways, right? Gilligan's Island. Anybody remember that show? Does anybody remember a laundry hut anywhere on the island? I mean, were their clothes like pressed and clean? I mean, not what you expect for a group of people that have been shipwrecked, okay? You know, maybe I missed the episode where Gilligan stumbled across the washer and dryer that washed up on shore, but one other bone I have to pick about that show, I know how we're guys love to have this argument about who's hotter, Ginger or Marianne, or, you know, Marianne or Ginger. I'm gonna bang Marianne, bang Ginger. What about Lovey Howell? I mean, I know she's married, but come on, doesn't she get honorable mention in the debate? I mean, it smacks of straight-up ageism, and that's just wrong. Seriously, folks. I love TV. I get my news from TV. You know, a lot of people are moving to the internet, but not me. But it is getting a little bit ridiculous, these TV stations, they're getting desperate for ratings. The women are showing more leg, you know, the guys all look like movie stars. Pretty soon I'm going to wake up one day and be getting my news from a talking vagina and a cock puppet. All right? It's, you know, it would make sense. The cock puppet could do the business report. You know, stocks are up today, the Dow, you know, the dollar is down, oil is rock hard, and well, you get the idea. Well, I started watching TV when I was a kid. You know, Saturday morning was all about the Super Friends and the League of Justice. Love that show, but I can never to this day understand the reason for the Wonder Twins. Just why do we need superhero interns? I mean, was Superman planning retirement, or did Wonder Woman, you know, put in for maternity leave here? Not quite sure. And their stupid frigging pet purple monkey, Gleek. Apparently, his superpower was to give me a migraine. But I watched the show anyway. TV is great, but can anyone in the audience here tell me when exactly did the remote become the control panel for a nuclear accelerator? This thing has got more buttons than Rush Limbaugh's dress shirts, folks. I got buttons, like I got channel buttons. I got up channel, down channel, next channel, last channel. There's menus, next menu, last menu. I got the breakfast menu. And then there's a button on there, just big red letters that just says end. And I'm not afraid to share with you folks that I just don't have the balls to touch that button. I'm not doing it. Things really aren't that bad yet.